comedian who really knows how to tell jokes. So put your hands together for my good friend, Scharkie Schwartz!
Time for something a little different. I want to talk to you about the history of condom use. Weren't expecting that, were you? Yeah, in the 11th century, the earliest mention of condom use in the Middle East, they were using the large intestine of the goat. And that's the way it went. Up till about the 16th century, they were still using the large intestine of the goat. But they modified the procedure a little bit, and they started removing it from the goat before they used it. I really love that joke. Yeah, now, you may think that sex with a goat is not a very agreeable proposition. And I could understand that. But there are advantages. Like, she's never going to call you on the phone and tell you that she missed her period. You see, I asked Greg D, my girlfriend didn't like that joke. And I asked Greg, and he said, no, go ahead and do the joke. And so I thought, all right, he knows what he's talking about. So I came out here and did the joke. Absolutely fell flat. I mean, I could have got a better reception if I'd come up here and farted. Anyway, so it comes here. I wonder what it was. Yeah. Anyway, you hear about the blind prostitute? Ah, you really have to hand it to her. I like that one a lot too. And if you're a woman and you want to reassign your sexuality, it sounds so complicated. You want to be a man. Okay, the woman, she wants to be a man. She can dress differently, and there are hormones, but basically there's an operation that she has to take. It's called an addictomy. Settle for that. So, guy's worried that his widowed mother is going to be lonely. So he spends $5,000 on a parrot that speaks 4 languages. Yeah, that's funny right there. So 2 weeks later, he calls her up. He says, Ma, how do you like the parrot? She says, oh, son, thank you so much. It was delicious. He says, Ma, I spent $5,000 on that parrot. It spoke 4 languages. She says, eh? He should have said something. So a little boy is walking through the park. He's eating popcorn, and he's dropping some of it on the ground. The pigeons are following him. So he turns around, he sees the pigeons. He says, fuck off. And there's a little old lady sitting on the park bench. She hears him, and she says, little boy, you shouldn't talk that way to the pigeons. They just want some of your food. If you don't want to give them any, just say, shoo, little pigeon, shoo, little pigeon. Then they'll fuck off. Okay. Nice old Jewish lady is trying to buy a kosher chicken. So the butcher hands her the chicken. She looks at it. She frowns. She picks up a wing. She sniffs. She's the other wing. She doesn't like it. She sniffs in the cavity. She hands the chicken back to the butcher. The butcher says, Madam, be fair. Could you pass that test? That's funny. Fucking will better be funny. There's a little old Jewish guy that meets the genie. The genie offers to grant him one wish. So he pulls a map out of his pocket. He says, you see this map? He says, this is a map of the Middle East. He says, you see these countries? You see Syria, you see Israel, you see Jordan. He says, my wish is that all the people in all the countries in this map should live in peace and harmony together forever. And the genie looks at him and says, I can't do that. I'm just a class 1 genie. Do you have another wish? And the little guy says, well, you know, maybe once in a while it wouldn't be so bad if my Sadie could give me a blowjob. The genie says, let me look at that map again. So, 2 Jews are walking past a Roman Catholic church. I always get to do that twice because I get a laugh. 2 Jews are walking past a Roman Catholic church, and there's a sign outside. It says, convert to Catholicism today and receive $5,000. The guy says to his friend, he says, you know, I like the idea. I'm going to do it. Wait for me. So he goes into the church. An hour later, he comes out. His friend says, well, he says, they prayed over me. They put holy water on me. They gave me this Bible. I'm a Catholic now. His friend says, so where's the $5,000? He says, what is it with you people? That's funny. The doctor says to the husband, your wife has acute angina. I don't know where this joke is going. He says, yeah, and her tits aren't bad either. The married couple asks their teenage son what he wants for his birthday. He said he wanted a watch. So they let him. So a guy is getting a digital rectal examination. The doctor says to him, it's not unusual to get an erection during this procedure. The guy says, I don't have an erection. The doctor says, I do. That's it for me.
Oh, come on, one more time for Joke Meister, Scharkie Schwartz. Yowza, yowza. Oh man, that was worth a mazel tov and a lahayim on that one, right? Yeah. Scharkie Schwartz, one more time, everybody.